It is what it is. We got to have air in this mug. Man, what are you guys doing? You've been watching all this nonsense? Yo, it ain't really nonsense, but what I've been seeing the past 10 minutes, there's people like now wanting Ryan to come out and speak on other people that are accused of sexual assault. Look, you can't run background checks on everybody you meet. I know he said he's going to, and that will be smart, but you meet people along your life that you don't know who they are, you know what I mean? You can't be like, oh yeah, that person does that, blah, 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 blah. You can't really do that, man. You're just judging somebody based off of what you see right then and there. But I will say that you can't discredit what AWP has done, but you can discredit Jared 100%. If I knew anybody that got accused of the charges that he's accused of, I would never associate myself with them whatsoever. I don't care if they were found to be innocent. You know what I mean? You don't just get accused of some shit like that. Yeah, but did they know what was accused, or did they know? I mean, you can't just assume, man. I know that with an admission, when somebody admits to doing something, that's all you need. That is all you need. Mountain Girl, what's good? Somebody sent an email, obviously, Jared sent an email to his victim minimizing what he did. Anybody that supports that, I can't rock with that. I can't. You have to be like, look, I'm not a judge and I'm not a jury, so there ain't no thing as innocent until proven guilty for me. If somebody's accused of molesting their 9-year-old cousin, raping their I didn't even want to say that word, but I'm going to say it because it's true. Trigger warning, what everybody's saying, trigger warning, whatever. I don't care how it's said. What's up, Father Son Reactions? People got to start understanding that just because people are good people on the surface doesn't mean that's who they really are deep down inside, man. You know, you can support something, but once you find out that they're trash, you gotta kick them to the curb. You gotta kick them to the curb. I feel like Creek Squad should try to bond together to truly find out the people in AWP that are doing right, that are doing what they should do, that are supporting these families. But in the same sense, like, we have to be careful. We have to be careful, man. We have to be careful what we co-sign on. We have to be careful what we agree to and what we say. This is solid. And in my opinion is this: they were solid for finding that girl. They were solid. What they did at the moment was solid. Like, I'm not going to discredit that, but what I will say, I don't care if Jared, and I said this before and I'll say it again, I don't care if Jared was rescuing babies from a burning church. Whatever he's done is shit to me because of what he is as a person. I'm a father. I got 2 daughters and a son, and I'll tell you this: I don't care who it is, anybody's ever done anything like this to my son, to my dude, I will I would make it my everlasting goal. You know, Eminem said something I heard the other day about, literally, I'll give an arm for you. Not metaphorically, I will literally give an arm for you. Like, that's what I feel about my children. And I feel like Ryan coming out and speaking on all this just shows that that's how he feels about Creek Squad, because he didn't have to say a word. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have to say one word. He didn't have to come out and voice his opinion on this whatsoever. He didn't. He made the choice that he's got to speak up for him, for us, and I think that's dope, dude. And the people that are in the chats talking about, oh, you're crazy, you're on drugs, y'all are crazy, dude. You say what you got to say. People are entitled to their own thing, but as you type that shit out, just remember, you're saying something to a grown-ass man that's going to do what he wants to regardless. You know what I'm saying? Saying that ain't really... yeah, exactly. Be a 187 around here. Hate to hear Eminem. Yeah, I know. I hear that. But what I'm saying is, that expression, bro, you'll give an arm for somebody. Like, I feel like in the society that we're in nowadays, people don't have that feeling anymore. People They see what they want to see, and they don't give a shit about the rest. You see that this man is, and this is what's scary to me, is if AWP has been finding these people, been locating these cars for all this time, you know, they've been building up an image, they've been creating an image. What made them decide that they were gonna look? You have to remember, Jared is the orchestrator of AWP. Jared is the one that started this. So if he did something this heinous 30 years ago, and now he's creating an image for everybody to see, he's creating this good guy persona when he's not, man. He's really not. Look, I've stumbled across a lot of creators that have worked with this dude and want nothing to do with him. They've deleted videos. This is prior. This was before anything was even surfaced about this guy. No, Sam, AWP, the guy from Jared, the president at the time, whatever you want to call it, has been indicted with I want to say it's 2 counts of rape. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to censor the word. It is what it is. I'm sick and tired of hearing these channels not saying what it is. That's what it is, dog. And Doug, I do feel bad for Doug, but I'll say this about Doug. Doug, you should have came out off rip, bro. You should have came out soon as this shit hit the fucking fan, and you should have spoke how you spoke. Look, everybody in here knows I'm a fan of Ryan Upchurch, 100%. That's the dog, that's the homie, that's my brother. I would do anything for that motherfucker, right? If anybody ever came out with this type of shit with receipts, you best believe I would be the first person fucking speaking on my character, on me. I would be speaking on Curtis, on myself. I would tell every one of y'all how I stand on it. Not I wouldn't involve what the fuck happened with him, but I would tell you how I stand on it. I would tell you that I don't stand with sexual predators. I don't stand with rapists. This shit pisses me off. It really frustrates me, because how can you say, oh, this guy, look, I seen people in the comments talking about, oh, I bet you the haters are gonna love that Ryan gave 100. No, fuck you. The haters should be more worried about the fact that Ryan was able to give $100,000 to help what he thought, what Creek Squad, what we as a whole together thought were good dudes. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there was people that suspected them, and y'all were right. Y'all were right, and it ain't them, it's Jared. Until anything else is shown that, oh, I'm getting so hyped, I'm wiggling in the truck, knocking the damn phone off. Until this is proved that this is something that you can put hard evidence on, that all these dudes knew about, quit dragging everybody else down. I will say, Doug should have came out sooner. The rest of these dudes need to get a video together. Look, they dropped, I don't know who has control of AWP's YouTube, but they dropped videos on videos over the last 2 days. I think they put out 2 or 3 since this has happened. I think it's 2. Could be wrong. So get your crew together, get your phone out, shoot a little video, and say, look, we don't stand with Jared. Fuck Jared. Until all this is proved, fuck Jared. And to be honest with you, like I said, dog, if I know how the court system works, I know how manipulative it is. Look, Ryan's been posting pictures and videos on Instagram, and they've been flagging them and removing them immediately. Not days later, not weeks later, now, right now. Why? Does he got him in their pocket? Does he got Instagram in the pocket? You know what I mean? How can one person put out a video about something that's happening in this moment and get flagged so quickly and removed? Yeah, I seen Doug's statement, and I appreciate Doug's statement, but like I said, if I was Doug, I would have came out right away. I don't care. He's not in the indictment. His name's not, Doug's name is nowhere on the paperwork. You rode in the vehicle with this dude arm's distance away from you. You know what I'm saying? You know his patterns. You know the shit he says. You can't tell me that this dude is such, and I guess it's possible that this guy is such a good actor that he could make everybody believe that he was this good dude, which he did. On YouTube, he did, but this is one video. This is one thing, man. This is one aspect of a person's life. You don't see anything that happens outside of this camera. You don't know, but Doug did. You know what I'm saying? Doug's the voice for everybody in this community right now. Doug is, all eyes are on Doug. Fuck Jared, all eyes are on Doug at this point. Not as a bad way, but Jared, we don't want to hear from you, dog. You got courts to answer to. You got your victims to answer to. You got well, I don't want to hear a damn word out of your mouth because I ain't gonna believe it regardless. But for Doug to wait so long, that's the only thing that really rubs me wrong. You know, and I respect the shit out of AWP. Well, I did. I don't know now. Now I have my doubts. Now I don't know. I got a coworker sitting next to me, and if he had no dumb shit like that, I would know. I know the type of character that I spend more time around my coworkers and around the people that I work with than I do my own family. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when you think about it, you work 10-hour day and you go home for 4 or 5 hours and go to bed. I've spent 4 or 5 hours with my family and 10 hours with the people I work with. So, and on top of that, yo, Jared's daughter wants nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him. And as a dad, I don't understand that. I don't understand that. I love you too, Bigfoot. Who is that? Who is that? I am Bofo God. I love you too, homie. Yeah, I don't know. Jared put the whole team in this by stalling. Well, no. Hold on. I'm not reading the comments because the comments are just going to distract me for what I got to say, and I got to go back to work. I'm on the break. I get 30 minutes on a break. I'm going to have a damn stroke. Look, you know what I'm saying? I'm at work like, I just want to leave and fucking, there's nothing that we can do but bring awareness to the situation. You know what I'm saying? Make the people around us truly believe that, yo, we're looking out for one another. This world that's why I always say that at the end of my YouTube videos. Be nice to one another. I'm gonna start adding, look out for one another. Dude, back in the day, you used to be able to go outside and your neighbors would be outside. Hey, how are you? I dropped my phone again. Look at this. I'm getting too hot. I gotta calm down. My feelings on it, Doug was collecting his own evidence before he spoke out. I agree. I agree, father, son. I agree that he probably was collecting his own evidence.
That's kind of what I was wondering when you were doing that earlier, but I was like, yeah, whatever.
Anyway, I'll say this.
Like
they could be, appreciate you, they could be collecting their own evidence. They very well could be collecting their own evidence. They could be trying to understand what's going on and try to appreciate it for what it's worth and understand it through their own eyes and not the eyes of YouTube. But that doesn't, you don't have to read your comments. You don't have to collect your evidence. Yo, the evidence, the people on YouTube that seen what we seen, the emails, the messages from his sister, to me, that's all was needed. Day one, I was ready to come out and say what I felt. I had some other things I wanted to address. I had some other avenues that I wanted to make sure, like you said, about Doug. But I wasn't involved in that. I'm telling you, on everything I love, and everybody's situation is different. If somebody in my circle got accused of this, and it was everywhere, bro, I would be the first person to come out and be like, look, any questions, anything. Look, that's what I feel like Doug should do. I know this dude very well. I know his patterns. I'll speak about it. I want to clear my name as a man, not as AWP, not as Doug, not as anybody other than a motherfucking man. That is not something that it holds well to anything, to anyone, to any person. But yo, not only was it a child, but it was forced. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's, you got both. Women worry all the time about men that are creeps. Now this man that was a creep assaulted a child, his family. Look, like, you got all three things going there. It ain't just the R word, and it ain't just rape, it ain't just molestation, it's both of them, and it's your family members. So now you're talking about incest. Like, where is that charge? That charge should have been immediate. If they're blood relatives, that dude. Dan the cameraman left AWP. Look, I don't know who left AWP, but I seen the little song and dance. We're making a new team, we're expanding, we're growing. Motherfucker, no, you were making a new team because you're getting rid of all this. You're losing people because people don't want to work for you because they know what type of person you are. Yo, I've heard that this shit's been going on for 5 years. That is where I run into my problem. How did, for 5 years, look, I've worked at a job that I'm at, I think, for 6 years. And if anybody in here had that looming and hanging over their head, do you think for 1 second, they would still work here? Well, if it was the owner of the company, do you think I would still work for the company? Nah. What I know, do I know? No. I might not. But if I didn't know when it came out, I'd be the first dude on this phone maybe in this same atmosphere going, I don't want to work for nobody like this no more. I don't want to be associated with anybody like this no more. This is where I stand on it. And if anybody's got any questions, and if there's anything I can do to lock this piece of shit behind bars, let me know, because I will be there, and we're holding it down. Holding it down for the Crinown, as Kenny Reacts would say. If y'all ain't checked out Kenny Reacts, make sure you head on over to Kenny Reacts. Check him out. That's the promo for Kenny. But for real, man, no, I'm not. I don't even know what time it is. What time is it on me? Oh, I got 12 minutes. Listen, I'm going to talk for a minute. I'm going to read a couple comments. But I'm telling you right now, Creek Squad, if you really, honestly, deep down inside, believe for 1 minute, and the reason I'm addressing it as Creek Squad, I'm going to take that back. As a human being, if you really appreciate the situation for what it is, and you respect, maybe I'm saying that wrong, maybe you respect women, children, and a voice for this bull crap, because I know things are said about people that aren't true. I get that. I completely understand that. But this individual said that he did it. He didn't say directly he did it. He danced around. He apologized for it. He minimized it. He did everything a narcissist would do. He made it seem like he's the victim. He made it seem like that's scary. Because I don't know, I'm going to be honest. There's times that I could be an asshole, and I could know I'm wrong and try to manipulate the situation. But never for some shit like this. Maybe it's something stupid at work or what, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has the ability to do narcissistic shit. Like, but to be so confident and like, that's scary. For this man to go in his email and email somebody about something that happened 30 years later and apologizes for it. Look, resentments, he's got a resentment. She's got a resentment. He probably feels guilty for what he did. I would hope so. But yo, then he did it to, his sisters came out and said he's done it to me my whole life, my whole childhood growing up. Like, what are we doing? I speak out and I stand up for women and children to have a voice so this shit don't happen to them. And men, anybody that has been a sexual assault victim, that has been manipulated, molested, whatever, however you want to look at it, those people need a voice, man. People need to, there needs to be a more understanding for that. There needs to be a larger cry. And it's hard because people don't want their name out there. People don't want to know anybody to know who they are. Fuck that, man. We need to stand up for the people. We all need to go back to loving one another and standing up for what we believe in as a whole. You know, if you love thy neighbor and you respect thy neighbor and thy neighbor is legit, you should be there for thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? And if that neighbor gets assaulted or something happens to that neighbor, you're supposed to be there for your fucking people. That's how that works. You know what I mean? It's not, oh, I'm going to sit behind this keyboard and I'm going to go back and forth with people just because I just want to be a pain in the ass, but I really truly know who I believe in. This ain't no, what do they call it? Conspiracy theory. This isn't something that's even debatable. In my opinion, this is facts, bro. This is on white and black. This is ink to paper. This is in the court system. Have I been in trouble for some shit that I didn't do? Yes. Have I been accused of some, have I been arrested in some situations that I shouldn't have been in? Yes. Were they this? No. Would I expect somebody to judge me based on my criminal background? Yes. And that's what people don't understand, is this dude is a fucking chomo. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's what it is. He's a chomo, and he's fucking roaming the streets looking for people that are missing with victims or families. I keep dropping my phone. I done spun the camera around. My fault. I gotta calm down for a second, and I'm gonna say this. These people that he found these cars for and looked for these family members, these people were so emotionally screwed up already, and they're gonna do anything they can do to find their family member, right? And you got this dude in their homes? Ah! I didn't read Father Son Reacts. A chomo is a child pedo. That's what he is. He's a chomo. Facts. And I don't even, they could block my video, take my fucking video down. It's my voice, it's my opinion, it's what I believe in. I would fight and kill for a woman or child that had this happen to. I wasn't gonna keep my mouth shut. You gotta speak on it when it's your turn. You gotta speak on it when it's your time. You gotta come educated with this. There ain't nothing in this that points that this dude has any innocent bone in his body. Show me something that says this dude didn't do it. This dude is a good dude. His daughter don't want nothing to do with him. His family, based off of what he has said to me, and I don't know nothing about Mormons, and I ain't judging Mormons, but he keeps saying it's Mormons. I'm a Mormon, so this is what I was raised in. You can't blame what you were raised in. That's like saying I was raised around drug addicts, so I'm selling drugs. The cops ain't gonna give a shit. The people around you ain't gonna care. You were raised getting raped and you raped somebody? No, fuck that. That don't matter. If anything, that fathers that don't, or kids that don't have fathers end up being better parents for the most part because they don't want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? So how can you say this happened to me, so I did it to other people? I know how it felt. That's a sick motherfucker. That is a sick motherfucker. That's like saying I just slammed my arm in the car door, wham, broke my arm in half, and made this dude next to me do the same thing because I did it to him. Come on, I'm doing it to you. Dude, I know what that just felt like. I know what type of damage that just did to me. And you're doing it to somebody else, and anybody that backs you, fuck you. If you stand for Jared and you think right now at this moment that Jared could possibly be innocent, fuck you. I ain't no judge, I ain't no jury. I'm a damn person and I'm a human being, and I'm telling you this. Fuck that dude. Phone's gone, I got 5 minutes. I'm gonna go live later on when I get off of work, because I gotta read comments and talk to y'all.
Did you vote?
And I gotta vote. And I think seeing people bashing everyone. Yeah, hey, appreciate you, Wyatt. I got 5 minutes. How'd you know, Wyatt? Appreciate you. Oh yeah, I did say that. All right, look, I love y'all. I'm gonna be live later on. I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna bring, if you're Creek Squad and you ain't seen it by later on when I get off, I'm gonna bring receipts to the emails. I'm gonna bring receipts to the screenshots from the sister. I'm gonna, if the sister or the cousin or any of y'all wanna come up here and speak to us, I will welcomely drop the link. You could come up and tell your story. I will shut my mouth, which would be hard to do, and let you tell your story, because I wanna know. I wanna know, like, how are you gonna, these people got to go to court too. They're victims and they're speaking up. So they ain't afraid of no fucking judge or jury. You shouldn't be. If you're a man of your word and you didn't do what the fuck you think everybody thinks you did, you admitted to it. I can't get over that. Look, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Tamara has information for you. We'll send it, Tamara. Send it. What time you going live? I'm going live at probably 6 o'clock. Maybe 5. I get off of work at 4:30. I'm going to fly home and I might not even shower. I might say just like this and spit it at y'all. I'll shower after. This shit's got me hot. I'm mad. I'm more upset that I backed this dude. Creek Squad backed this dude. We all were for AWP, and I still am for the dudes that are righteous. The dudes that are wrong, the dudes that knew, the dudes that, if you knew and you're in AWP, fuck you too. How about that? Kurt is the cashier coming with the receipts. The receipts will be here about 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Stay tuned. I might not make a premiere that I'm going live, because I'll be getting off work and I'm just gonna hit that go live button, but I am gonna do that. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm back to work. Back, hi ho, it's back to work. I go 3 Beer, I love you. Father Son Reacts, Kenny Reacts. Yo, y'all check out 3 Beer, check out Kenny Reacts, check out Coca Music, check out Ski Mask Cowboy. Go show these independent artists some love. These dudes that are loving their kids and being great fathers, man. I love y'all. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Peace. Oh, look out for one another. Fuck that shit. I ran